I just watched a film called I Swear, and it's about a man that has Tourette's, and it goes through his life, his struggles, and important parts of his life. He ends up doing a lot for the Tourette's community, getting loads of kids together and then sort of educating people that suffer from or have Tourette's. He gets them together, and then he starts to help teach people that are caring for these people or involved with these people that have Tourette's. And then he goes to a police station because he gets arrested and someone picks him up, and he goes to the police station and he teaches the police on Tourette's, and he just basically does his part to help people understand Tourette's. And at the start of his life, when he was 20, 25, he didn't really, I don't think he really wanted to, but a lot of people were kind of pushing him in the way of allowing other people to understand what Tourette's is. And again, when he was younger, he was, I think, grew up in the 80s and the 90s, and Tourette's wasn't really known about, let alone even diagnosed as or recognised as an actual illness. He ends up doing a lot of amazing things, and he gets a medal from the Queen. I don't know what they call it. And he does really well in his life. The part that I want to focus on, though, from my standpoint, is yes, he should get praise. He's helped out the Tourette's community amazingly, and he's done so much. But the point that I want to really focus on is that at the end of the film, he goes to Nottingham University, and they have made this kind of looks like a little bit like of a watch, like a big watch, and it, long story short, it simmers your tics down quite a lot. I think it's like 25%. So the tics that he would normally have are either lessened a lot, or he just doesn't have them at all. And it has him walk into a library, and he's walking around, and it was a big thing because he was saying that he would never go to a library because it's just too quiet. And obviously, I think for the show they probably made it more dramatic. But I can't help but feel for him, because he's had to live with this thing for so many years, and it must feel crazy to have a point where the thing that's been hassling him for so many years has just kind of been taken away with a click. Not long after my dad passed away from lung cancer, there was a couple of studies done that basically showed someone with lung cancer and them kind of curing it and stuff like this. Now, this stuff happens all the time, but with I was I don't know, it was one of those things where I was just like, now that type of stuff happens. And I can't help but think that kind of it's a similar kind of vibe, right? Because there's a part of him I feel that goes, oh, why did this have to take until I was 40 to be developed? Why couldn't I have had this as a kid? And the beauty of it is that things like this device has only come about because partly to his doing as well. No, he may not have developed it, but he was a big advocate for what Tourette's is, and for people, because of people like him, it got acknowledged as an actual illness, and people were aware of it, and because of that, people that were really smart were able to make this thing that helps Tourette's. And it's really, really beautiful. After he tries this device out, he says, "Can I keep it?" And they say, you can keep it for a couple of days, but we're still running tests and testing it out and stuff like that. Not later down the line, yeah, sure, you can have one. And you know, the actor is really great because I feel like he's conveying the emotions of the actual person. And it's like he will do anything to have gotten this thing because the way he feels after getting it is like he's been teleported back in time to when he was, I think, about 14 is when he started to develop, these tics. And it kind of, it's a bittersweet pill to swallow. Um, I would definitely imagine that there have probably been one or two nights in his life where he has this device and he's probably sat there and thought, damn it, man, I really wish I had this sooner. But what I think he can take away from this is because of him and because of people like him, there are kids now that will develop these tics, and not long after, hopefully in the near future, they'll be able to get these devices and things will be advanced so much to a point where there might be one point in time where you probably can't even tell someone has Tourette's when they have it. And that, I think, for the person that has Tourette's is amazing. And unfortunately, people always have to suffer for something good to come out of it. But at least something good came out of it. Great film. I'd recommend you watch it. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.